Well, hey there everybody. Uh, Finally got my square baler going, and I had a few issues with I had some issues with it. The knoters weren't wanting to tie off, and it took me a while to figure it out because it was kind of something real stupid. Somehow I managed to overlook it. Me and my granddad both somehow managed to overlook it, and there was a bar kind of back behind the knoters, and it was bent. And of course, called up neighbor, and he came down, and that just lives right down the road. He came up and looked at it, and of course, about the time he pulled in the driveway, we finally realized what it was, and he was telling us that we could straighten it out, but probably best to get a new one. And so that's what I'm going to do. We did straighten it out, and it's actually working pretty good right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and maybe get online or something and try to find a new one, and just kind of keep it for a spare, just in case it starts giving me troubles again, or it's bends again. So I'm guessing whoever had it before me, or at least before the guy before me, possibly it may have got bent, and that could be a good reason why they got rid of it. I guess it was always a good reason why they get rid of something new. Looks like I got a low tire. But yeah, I got it. I just had I had two rows raked up. We baled that field, what used to be the old wheat field over there, or it used to be one of our row crop fields. Of course, that one over there, and then this one right here, I think it's like 20 or 30 acres. And then, of course, we got this 40 or 45 acre field here, and still have some adjustments to do on it and stuff. And I mean, it's packing pretty good. Every once in a while, I'll get a banana bale, or not really bad, but it kind of starts to turn into a banana. And it looks like that one's kind of got an issue. But anyways, it was kicking them out pretty good. And of course what was wrong with it? There was that board and something else. I can't think off the top of my head that was wrong with it. But otherwise, it's doing pretty good now. And like I said, I just got a few adjustments. I didn't want to really get a whole lot of hay cut just to square bale in it, not work, or still not work. And so I just had two rows I raked up from this morning, and Grandpa's like, you can just bale them up and test it out there. And then of course I got a spot up on top of the hill, or back off that direction, I baled up and just pretty much test it out and excuse me, see how well it did, and it turned out pretty good. I like it. So far, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a bad baler. Just, like I said, it needs some little tweaking done to it and here and there, and I think it'll be a good baler. Once it gets some more hay through it and just kind of gets that chute shined up, and where the hay can flow through it a lot easier, or push through it pretty easy. And of course, as you can see, I got a wagon hooked up to my Massey 231. And this actually used to be one of our silage wagons. We had 3 homemade silage wagons, and then we had 2 John Deere wagons. And my grandpa said that my great-grandpa had built these wagons back in the early 70s. And I asked him, I said, well, have you guys ever replaced the tires on it since then? He said no. And I'm really kind of surprised the tires on this thing still hold air. I mean, that one's a little low. But the thing I hate about these wagons is that I call them man killer wheels. And what those are is split rims. I hate those things. I don't like airing them up. Don't like even being around whenever I happen to mess with them. Of course, I haven't really messed with them, but of course, I don't know what my great-grandpa was thinking whenever he welded the wheel onto the deal there. So the only way to take it off is to take this grease cap off and take the nut off and pull the whole thing off. And so maybe one of these days I can kind of either switch something out or put new axles up underneath. I mean, it's a good wagon, but of course I'm eventually one of these days going to have to put new boards on it. I mean, boards are still pretty strong so far, and you know, no more for what I'm going to be using it now. Of course, it used to have sides up on it, and then it had a back that, you know, was just a door. And what we had, there was a, of course, this pipe back here. As you can see, there was a wheel with a piece welded onto into the centerpiece that went on, slid onto there and locked in. Of course, this is just a PTO shaft that's welded at the end of it, and he put on there, and then they had cable wrapped around it and with a hook at the end of it. And then of course you had two cables hooked to each one of these, and there was a piece there in the middle that would go, you know, would go all the way up to the front there. And then whenever they fill it up with silage, whoever was running the wagons, of course there would be more than one person running wagons, but whoever was running the homemade wagons would back up to the silage pit, and then whoever was on the tractor packing the silage in, pushing it up and packing it in, would back up to there, and then they'd hook that hook to the drawing bar or to the box blade, whatever they had on the back, and they would pull along next to the silage pit, and that would run that pipe there, and it'd wrap them cables up right there. And of course, as you can see, it's been cut out right there, and it would wrap that up, and it'd bring that piece that was up there in front, slide it to the back, and all that silage would just come out the back door. And then once you're done, of course, the pain in that butt part was that, you know, you had to get off of it, or get off the tractor and climb up in there, and then, you know, one person had to walk up, you know, walk it back to the front, and then the other one had to wind up the cable. And but otherwise they worked pretty good. That was just the only downside to it. And then of course, like I say, we had them two John Deere wagons, which, you know, they had PTOs on. They were self-unloading wagons, which that made it a whole lot easier. But yeah, we had three of them, and then one was pretty bad shape. Of course, it was the one, not this one, but the one that was pretty bad shape, was actually turned over, or had been turned over on its side, and then of course some of the boards got busted up and stuff, and frame was tweaked and stuff, and tongue I think was tweaked on it, if I can remember. And so I kind of scrapped it out, took the bed off of it. Of course, the bed was starting to rot, and then had another one that the bed was starting to rot on it, and I kind of took the bed off. I still got the running gear, and and I'm eventually going to get some more lumber and stuff and put a new bed on it, and use it too for hauling square bills. And then this one's pretty much still original. I just took the sides off of it and the back, and I use it for whenever I'm out building fence. I can put all the T-posts on it and stuff, and it comes in pretty handy. You know, I retired it from doing silage, and now it's just kind of hauling T-posts and hauling hay now, which works pretty good. I ain't gonna complain. And of course, he just took some old truck axles and made him a running gear out of them, and of course the only thing I hate, or don't really hate, but the only thing I don't like is if you're going down the road or something, it kind of snakes on you, that front end. And of course, you know, I don't really go all that fast. I mean, about the farthest I really go is just from a driveway up to the gates on the dirt road there. But otherwise, it's pretty good. I mean, you know, I'll use it until the boards really start to get bad shape, and take them off, put new boards and stuff on it. But for right now, it works just fine. I ain't going to fix something that ain't broke. And But otherwise, yeah, and also I do have some videos I need to post up. I've been extremely busy here lately, and things been kind of hectic between stuff breaking down and this and that. So it's, been that and working on the balers. So been kind of extremely busy, and by the time I even get in the house, I'm too tired and haven't really had the chance to really do a whole lot. I mean, I do watch a few YouTube videos, and that's about it. I'm hopefully either tonight or tomorrow when I get home, I'll try to start posting videos. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to talk a little bit. I was hoping to get some footage of my squirrel baler working, and of course I forgot my GoPro. My phone, for some reason, I guess I'm going to have to get a new phone. Actually, I just need to go buy a regular camera too. But I guess my phone's been acting up on me, and I can't do any recording or anything. It won't let me, and of course it's been screwing up on some other things. And because I was really hoping to get a video or something that was cool. Friday night, whenever I was cutting that far field over there, I call it the wheat field. Got done cutting it, and I was actually coming down through here, and then right up there on that one bell there, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there was a big bald eagle sitting there, and I thought that was cool. And I got my phone out, and it would not record. I could not get a picture of it, and I thought, no. And I didn't have my GoPro. It's like, damn. And so I just kind of sat there and watched him for a little bit, and finally he flew off, because it ain't very often you see bald eagles out here, especially this time of year. Whenever, the only time I ever seen one was, in the fall or in the winter time. And of course, we do have a lake. It's not a very big lake, but a small lake, probably about 10 or 15 minutes from here. It's a power plant that generates power, and I think, as a matter of fact, that's where we get power from, and out here. But otherwise, I was kind of upset I didn't get a picture of him or what, any video. But it was funny. I got some video cutting hay with the phone, but as soon as I got over here, it's like, well, I guess it's meant to be. I just kind of stopped and sat there and kind of watched him for a little bit. I thought that was pretty cool. And I mean, he was a big old dude too, and he just sat there. And finally, after a few minutes, he flew off. And I haven't seen him again, but, well, I just thought that was pretty cool. I was really hoping to get a picture of him, or at least a, short video of him, but I didn't. But I guess I'm gonna go, like I said, I got some more, just a few squirrel bells up here on top of the hill, and I'm gonna go load them up, and I'll talk to y'all later. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all later. And take care. See ya.